Welcome to Just Desserts. My name is Renee Smith and this is Jaime Hendricks. Jaime, we're going to play a game today that really is strictly math.
Okay.
But it looks an awful lot like a game called Scrabble. Have you ever played Scrabble?
Yes, but it's a vocabulary game.
It's a vocabulary game, and you know me, I do math. So
but you're also very good with words.
I like words.
That was a little misleading because you really are.
I like words, and you know what? We're going to play a game another time on Just Desserts that isn't just math. But today, this one is.
Okay.
We've named it Equate-abble, kind of after Scrabble, but we're going to be making equations. Now, this is not as hard as it sounds. It can be played by younger children, too, because they can use any math fact that they know. So equations is a little misleading. We don't want to make it seem harder than it really is.
So what if they're not multiplying yet?
If they aren't multiplying yet, that's okay, because there's addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division in this game. So it'll work for quite a wide range of ages. And it's fun for adults too, because my husband and I played it the other night for quite a while. It was a lot of fun.
Who won? I have to know.
Well, the math person, of course. Okay, what we do is we draw 10 tiles. Now, I've made this on so that it can be permanent in a bigger form, but we're going to have available for parents to download from My Kids Turn a paper version of this. With paper, they can actually run this off and really inexpensively make this. Now, what I did was I made it on a larger piece of paper, and I bought really inexpensive tiles from the hardware store, and just wrote in magic marker on them with the same numbers as we will have on the PDF. So this is more permanent for us, and we can keep it longer and play it over and over. Now, we don't have the little Scrabble racks, although if you had the Scrabble game, you could pull out the little Scrabble racks. So we're going to use another little inexpensive item I like to use, and this is, we're going to recycle some egg cartons.
Okay.
And so what we're going to do is we're going to hand out evenly all of the equal signs. So I've already done that for you. We each have 11 equal signs, okay, to use as we play. And then we're going to draw from all of the numbered tiles and the add, subtract, multiply, and divide tiles. We're going to draw 10. So if you will draw 10 and put them in your egg carton so that I can't see them, because we don't want to show each other what numbers and things we have
to work with.
Okay, so stick those in your egg carton. And
here,
and I forgot to tell, there are a few wild cards as well. And so wild can be anything, but once you play a wild card out on here and tell people what that wild card is, it has to remain that number or that operation.
Do we write that down, and we just hope we remember?
Well, hopefully if we can do the math, we'll remember what that is. Okay?
That's true.
All right. So I have 10 and you have 10, which leaves 2 little empty places on our egg carton, but that's okay. All right. Well, what we will do is we'll actually draw and to see who gets to go first, and if you will just draw out of the pile somewhere. I got a 7 and you got a plus. I have the highest number, so I'm going to go first, okay? Now, mix those up so that we don't know where those were. So the object is I have to start by placing some math equation on this first row, either up and down or across, and I have to touch the double score. And the way we score is for every tile I lay out here, I score 1 point. And because I have to touch the double score, because I'm the first player, I'm going to double my score.
Automatically.
I automatically get a bonus right there for being first. So as I look at my tiles, let's see, what can I do? Well, I think I can do this, and then it will equal this. Now I'm going to do something that's a little different, because most younger children will put, like, let's just say they would put 3 plus 7, and it will equal, and of course 3 plus 7 would equal 10, so they would put 10. And I could do that if I had a 1 and a 0.
Okay.
Because I can make double-digit numbers or triple-digit numbers in this game. And that's what makes it more challenging for your older kids, because they can do multiplication facts that are larger than just the typical multiplication facts. So most students would then, or most kids would put 10 here. But I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to make a balanced equation. And what I mean by that is the things on this side of the equal sign are going to equal the same as the things on this side. So I'm going to put a 6 plus a 4.
Now, is it possible that you start all the way over here?
I could have, as long as on my first move I hit the double. So I could have put this whole equation over to this
done
side.
It backwards, perhaps, or on either side of that?
On either side,
Okay.
absolutely. This is such a really important concept. I wanted to start with this one today, and I'm lucked out that I could do that with the tiles I drew, because we really want to help kids understand that this equal sign means the same as.
Okay.
It doesn't, we get so used to in math class that this side, and then they see this sign, and that means give me an answer. And we want kids to know that it's not just put these things together and give me an answer. We want them to know that whatever ends up on this side has to be the same as what's on this side. What that does is that really helps them when they get to algebra, because then they know about balancing an equation. Okay?
That's a good point.
Okay, now I've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I went on a double score. So as we keep score, I would score 14 points for that. And then what I have to do is, because I have used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the tiles that were not equal signs,
Okay.
because remember we all have the same amount of equal signs, I'm going to pick up 6 more tiles to fill back up.
This counts as a point, but it doesn't count as one of our tiles.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm going to fill back up, and you're going to look for an equation you can do.
I'm going to do 4.
Ooh, wow, I need some numbers.
Oh, that's not right. 4 minus 2.
Okay, I'm kind of cheating. I see that you have a minus sign. Do you want to use your minus sign? Remember, it's not a 1. It kind of looks like a 1. It looks like a 1, but that's a minus.
Thanks for helping me out there.
Well, I shouldn't really be looking in your numbers.
4 minus 2 equals 2.
Okay. That works.
Divided by...
Ooh, she's not done.
No, that's not right.
She's not done. She's going to use more. Okay.
I'm switching around.
Okay.
4 minus 2 divided by 2 equals 1. Maybe. Do I have a 1? Yes, I do. I was hoping so.
Okay.
How's that?
Well, I have a little problem with that. And you know why? Because there's another special rule in math, and this is another thing that this game is really good for helping kids understand, is that division always comes before subtraction. So instead of going 4 minus 2, which would give you 2,
Right.
and then dividing by 2, which would give you 1, you really have to do the division first. So if I do 2 divided by 2, that's 1, and then subtract it from 4, that answer would have to be 3. Do you have a 3?
No, but I have a wild.
Okay, if you want to use your wild, you could then exchange that 1 for a 3. Or you could take those back and try a different equation.
I'm going to try something else.
Okay, you might be able to use more, but I like the fact that you hit a double score. That would have been great. You
Would have been.
You
Maybe
would
I'll hit a triple this time.
Well, you might.
Let's do 6 minus 5. Ooh. Okay.
Okay.
6
Minus 5.
5 equals... No. Is that what I want? Divided by... I want to use as many tiles as I possibly
Absolutely.
can.
Get as many points as you can.
Divided by 5.
Oh, there you go with a division again,
Equals-
though. Is it
Oh,
going to work
man,
this
I
time?
missed.
Is it going to work this time?
I hope so.
Okay. Well,
I know I had a 1 in here.
You used a 1 earlier, and you haven't used it yet.
There it is.
Okay. So this time, 5 divided by 5 is 1. And if we subtract 6 minus 1, we don't get that. It would equal 5. Oh, use your wild card.
Oh, that's right. I was just psyching you out. I was testing you.
So now your wild card is a 5.
5. So all I did was use 5s.
You used a lot of 5s. So now we would score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you do get to use my 6 because it's in your equation, so you get 7 points. And you would fill back up to 10 as well. You don't get to count, you don't get to pick one for that though. So, how many have you used?
I used
numbers and operations.
I used 5.
Okay, so you would get 5 new ones to replace them. And that's how you play Equate-abble. It's kind of like Scrabble, but it's math. What do you think? You want to keep playing?
I want to have some pie while we play.
Okay, you have pie. I'll figure out my next equation. Thanks for joining us for Just Desserts. You can find out more about this game and download the PDF on My Kids Turn.